Guys, in this video, we will be learning loc versus iloc function in Python. These both functions comes from pandas library. I am using editor PyCharm and Python version 3.12 is installed on my computer. Before getting started with any of the implementation, you have to install pandas library on your computer. To install pandas library, you have to open either command prompt or a terminal from PyCharm editor, and you have to type in one command, that is pip install pandas. Once you execute this command, so once you install it, you can start using its functionality in Python code. Now let's get started with our tutorial. What is the difference between loc and iloc function? As you know, loc and iloc functions are commonly used to select certain group of rows and columns of a pandas data frame. To explore these function differences, we will be using one sample data frame. We will be importing pandas library. I have some sample code handy to save some time. We are now getting which type of data it is. That is a Python dictionary if you're in the program. So you will see it's a dictionary type, right? We have not yet created any data frame so far. It is just a dictionary, right? We have five keys here, and according to their keys they have a list of values, right? So you can say it will create a data frame. Let me create a data frame and then a data frame that will create a data frame with the help of this dictionary, right? So if you print the data frame, so it will convert this data into rows and columns, right? We'll be getting its type as well, right? The frame saying type and df, right? Just to make sure whether which type of object this is, right? You're in the program, so you will see your this dictionary in form of rows and columns. You see five columns we have, and we have four rows. So to perform some operation, we have to set our index first on this data frame. So what we can do, data frame dot set index, that is one function we have to use days, right? And in place we have to set as true, which means we are again modifying our data frame. We are resetting its index. That's why we have used in place true, right? If we want to select a row on a basis of a day's value, then you can do very easily, right? So if you print the data frame again, then you will get the output. So your index column is changed now, right? It is day 1, day 2, day 3. While before setting the index, it was by default 0 to 3, right? Integer index we got by default, right? Now we can start our comparison of loc and iloc function. To select first row on some specific value, so what we can do, we can just say DataFrame.loc. So what you are saying here, you are specifying a row label and you will get your row. So your this row you will get entirely, right? All columns value you will get, right? You will get the sales 455, country UK, region West, and code is C2. Okay, so this is the row which you are getting, right? This is called a indexing using a row label. On the other hand, if you want to get this row with help of iloc function, so what you have to provide, you have to say this is iloc, and you have to say my row would be second. You're in the program, so you will get the same thing. Okay, one, so your second row would be printed, right? If you run again, so you will get the same row, right? You see? So this is the output of iloc function. Let's see its type also, what type of data it is returning. Okay, because if you see this is a object type, but we wanted to get it, what type of data it is returning. Let's send the program again. So you will get this is a series we are returning. Okay, whatever you are printing from here in this line, so it is a series, right? You see, it's a series for iloc and loc. Okay, but here we have one case. If you want to return this data as data frame, so how you will do? Use the syntax in a different way, right? I want to get this data into a object d1. Okay, and if I print d1, that is fine. Same thing. Similarly, I'll be using d2. Okay, and I'll be printing d2, right? So there is no change. Output will be same. It's the same. Okay, and even we are getting a series, and even you have to say the type of d1, d2, right? And the program again. So this is the same. You want to return a complete data frame, right? And then here as well, so your type would be changed. Okay, so you will get data frame instead of series, right? If you're in the program, so you will get the return type would be converted into data frame. You see, that is the second difference. Okay. Now let's see other difference. If you want to select multiple rows using a list, so how you can do? So this is your loc function. I want to apply multiple values here, right? So I want to get day 2 and day 3, right? Multiple, so that would filter on multiple rows. And here I want first row and third row, right? So you will get multiple rows this way. If you're in the program again, so instead of one, you will get two rows, right? You see, so day 2 and day 3 row is returned. In iloc function, we have also got second and fourth row, right? Day 4 and day 2. You see, day 2 and day 4 rows is now returned. Okay, because index starts from 0, so means it is second row, 3 means it is fourth row. So it is second row and it is fourth row for iloc function. Now let's see other difference. If you want to use slicing also, so how slicing works with loc function? So you want to start your rows from day 1, right? Day 1, and then you want to end your rows on day 3, right? So it will print from here to here. Okay, so this is first how we can use slice with loc. And if you want to use slicing with iloc function, that you will say, from first index to 3 means 1 and 3. Okay, if you're in the program, so you will see for loc function, this is the output day 1 to day 3, right? So it is started from day 1 to day 3. Okay, so this is the output for loc. Okay, for iloc, we are saying it should start from 1, 2, and it should stop to 3. Okay, which means again day 2 and day 3. Okay, so it is start from day 2 and then it stop at 3, means this is the ending position of row, means this is a third row, right? Let's see another case. If you want to get a specific cell value, right? You want this cell value, right? So this is a column index 0 and a row index is 1. So how you will say here? So for loc function, so your row would be day 2. Okay, so this would be your row, and then your column would be the sales. So this column, right? So you are saying instead of column, you say this is your sales column. So you will get a specific value, right? So this value you will get, right? And for iloc function, so the same thing you will say your row would be 1, okay, comma, and your column would be 0, okay, right? So you will get 455, the value for both the cases, right? If you're in the program, so you will get 455 for loc and 455 for iloc. Okay, both are type of numpy integer, right? Another difference, if you want to get multiple cells at the same time, so how we can do? So I want days 2 and days 3 as well, and I want the value of sales for both the cells, means 455 and 566. Then how we can do? So we can use multi dimensions. We can pass on multiple rows and columns in form of list. So we can say day 3 and my column would be sales only, right? Right? In the iloc function, you are saying I want to get one and second row, right? And then as a column, I want zero column, that is my sales column, right? So this is the way how we can get multiple cells value the same time, so you run the program, so you will get 455 and 566, even 455 and 566. Okay, if you get, so we have two rows, one column. If you want to get one more column with this, you want to get sales and you want to get country as well, you will get country. You want to get one more column, so you will say 0 and first column. Okay, run the program, so you will get two columns, right? The country column also you are getting in your output. Okay, so this is how it works. We have seen couple of differences between loc and iloc function. Okay,
That brings us to the end of the today's video. We hope you found it informative and engaging. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more exciting content on all things tech related. Thanks for watching and we will see you in the next video.